All riches have their origin in mind. Wealth is in ideas, not money. Robert Curlier. Welcome to today's episode of the Afrocentrist Podcast. Today's episode is supported by Africonet. Africonet is one of the most unique social media communities for Africans and non-Africans, connecting everyone to their dream. At Africonet, dreams meet reality. It is a platform that connects Africa to the rest of the world, bringing love, friendship, shopping, travel guide, business ideas, and latest information together, using verified means and identities. You can check them out and become part of that growing community by visiting www.africonet.com. Africonet is spelled Africonet, africonet.com. Thank you, Africonet, for supporting today's episode. So today on the show, we will be rounding off this series we started this month of October talking about personal finance. And today we're talking about growing your income. To take us into that discussion is my guest today, Rachael G. Onyemairo, who is a PhD student of University of Nigeria, Nsukka, where she studies Applied Linguistics. She is the director of the famous innovative business school known as Innovators iSpace, where she helps visionary entrepreneurs build globally relevant brands using their personality specifics and highly innovative business ideas. Rachael is the founder of the high innovative Facebook community, Innovative Minds Vision Africa. She is a social entrepreneur who is widely known for helping individuals discover their specific life's purposes, creating businesses around such discovered purposes, and innovating their way to global relevance, doing all of that. She is a best-selling author of Why the You, When Passion Pays, and Talent Synthesis. All right, guys, welcome to this episode of the Afrocentrist Podcast. I hope that you are feeling good. I am here today again with another guest. My name is Ejiro, and I have with me here Rachael Onyemairo, all the way from Nigeria. Welcome, Rachael. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much, Ejiro. I'm fine. I'm good. And you?
I am great. I'm fabulous. Okay, so far this month of October, we've covered the subject matter of personal finance, and we have covered several aspects of that. We've talked about budgeting, we've talked about saving, we've talked about managing your debts, and then we talked about investing. And now to round it off, we're saying, how can we grow our income? So this would be the opening question for you, Rachael. How can a person grow their income?
Okay, thank you so much. Income is actually very dynamic, something you can grow. And how can it be grown? First, income is making money. In other words, getting people pay you. You get people pay you when you solve people's problems. So, if you want to grow your income, you've got to put your eyes down, identify more problems. Okay, search for more problems, spot more problems, and solve more problems. By searching, I mean you generally look at what could be people's problems. By spotting problems, I'm talking about narrowing the identified problem, the searched problem, down to the one you can solve. For example, I teach people. Guess what? There are things I cannot teach. For example, I have interest in app development, mobile app development, but I have not known it enough to teach it. Now I've searched the fact that people are eager to learn. People are eager to know. The next thing is to narrow it down to the kind of teaching I can offer. That's spotting problem. Then solving problem means if I've observed, for example, I am someone who has skills in teaching people how to develop innovativeness. So we'll say, I'm not just innovative. I know how to drill someone and you become innovative under my tutelage. Now, I notice this is one thing I can teach. just like there are a few other things. Now that's to solve the problem. I now create solution, create syllables, develop the topic, and begin to teach. The moment I'm able to fix, there's one of my clients, my mentees. Now maybe I shouldn't mention her name here. I saw what she's doing recently, and I'm so happy. I drew that girl on developing innovativeness, being able to be innovative. That lady today, she does greatly. Okay, now I was able to solve that problem, and today she's an evidence of my solution. No, she pays me. I mean, she paid for the course, and I want to. We are beginning another batch in November, and she's already telling me she's interested. I said, Madam, you just paid for the last batch, but she's like, no, I want to have another one. Do you get? Now, when you create more solutions, you create more income. So to grow income is simply to create more, identify new problems, create more solutions to them. Lastly, before I drop this particular answer, there's another way to grow income actually. That is to advance the one you're already running. For example, you already created
Exactly.
this.
I was going to come there, like, because when we say
Oh,
growing your income, you're
okay.
talking about, it means that you already have one source of income.
Yes,
So you're not
yes.
saying, how can I grow? How can I expand it? So yes, please continue.
Okay. For example, let me briefly share with you how I grew my income. I came on
Mm.
board as a purpose coach, someone who helps people to discover their purposes. And I
Okay.
do that I'm skilled at that. However, it got to a point I noticed that when people discover their purpose, people see somewhat abstract. I mean, where did they go from there? So I think that someone who has discovered their purpose should be able to get a job within the confines of the purpose, because some jobs take as much as 16 hours per day. So, I mean, what's the use of doing a job that does not align with your purpose? Is wasting life. So, is it possible to
Mm.
build a business around someone's purpose? I studied, I noticed it's possible. I began to teach it.
Mm.
Now,
Mm.
I became a purpose coach and a career coach. So people could pay me for purpose discovery, pass out of the class, and come back to pay for career. I will help them find a business.
Career. Mm.
Yeah, I help them find a
That it
business
aligns with their
with a
purpose.
purpose.
Mm.
Okay, and we begin to
Mm.
build and make that business a reality. Guess what? Over time, I came to know that the digital space has made competition, the norm of the moment. I mean, there are many people
Mm.
out there having access to your audience, and so competition is on the high side. So I began to ask myself,
Hi,
babe,
yes.
how do we tackle this? I mean, I reason that innovation is the way to go. I mean, innovation makes you, and competition. The cure for competition is uniqueness and excellence. When you are
I like
unique,
that. I like
yeah,
that.
uniqueness and excellence are all you need to be able to beat the tide of competition. The moment you are standing out. So clients could say, but if it is not Rachel, it is not Rachel. I mean, you have some uniqueness, some peculiarities that single you out from the
Qualities.
crowd.
Mm.
Exactly. Then you deliver with some level of excellence. The world will run after you. You will stand out in the market. It doesn't matter how competitive the market
Many
is.
people are in that space. Mm.
Exactly. So I began to look at it that innovation can actually help out in this matter. So today, I help people discover their purpose. I help people build businesses around their purpose, a different business. I help people develop the art of innovativeness, because personally, I have my diary is full of ideas, business ideas. Some of them I know, Rachel, you can't run this business, but the ideas have come. I develop them. I sell ideas personally. I see some business guys that say, people
Mm.
I know that can do that, I sell it to them. Okay. In fact, I gave an idea to someone last month or so. He complained. I said, I'm sorry, because we relate a whole lot. So I did that free. Almost regretted it. I withdrew it. I said, please don't share with any other
Mm.
person, because I said this idea. So I want to sell it to another person, because the guy didn't make use of it for some reasons best known to him. Now,
Mm.
this is growing. So
Mm.
sometimes growing income may be like identifying new problems altogether and creating solutions for them, or trying to extend the one you do. However, such extension is not complete without training. Of course, the more you grow yourself, because you are the deliverer of the solution. So if you ask Rachel how many
You need
trainings
to keep
you need to keep
innovating
training.
yourself as well.
Exactly.
Mm.
So you will be able, because what got you there may not always keep you there. So you keep advancing,
Mm.
improving yourself as a person. So you'll be able to stand the test of time anytime, any day.
Wow, fantastic. I love your energy, ma'am. I love
Thank you so
you're
much,
truly a
CJ.
teacher. You're truly I I can feel the passion from the way you're talking, and that's so fantastic. I mean,
Thank
they
you
call
so
me the
much.
energetic agent, but I feel like your energy level is so high.
Oh, I'm blushing. I'm blushing. I'm blushing. Thank you so much, sweet babe.
You see, the way you're talking and all something I keep getting from what you're saying is a quote I saw somewhere. I can't remember the precise word now,
Okay.
but the quote is something. It goes something like, "You cannot." It's like more like you can't grow your income beyond your knowledge.
Okay. Okay.
Can't grow
Okay.
your income beyond your life. And it just kind of aligns with what you're saying. Like, see, you being the deliverer or the deliverer of the knowledge of the
Okay.
product, you need to keep improving yourself. You need to keep working on yourself. You need to keep taking trainings. All right.
Exactly.
So, but let me
Exactly.
ask this now: for somebody who is not an idea generator like you,
Okay.
what happens to such people? How can those people increase their income? How can they grow their income? Right. So let's
Yeah.
assume it is somebody who is not that innovative, right? Or
Mm.
they're not just the idea kind of people. They are probably hands on. They
Okay.
love to buy and sell. And things like, how can they, grow their income?
Okay, there's something in biology, in biological sciences. There's something they call,
Mm,
there's a lot of artificialities there. You have artificial, in fact, in genetic engineering specifically. In genetic engineering, you see
mm,
that everything is possible. They can.
mm.
Everything is possible these days are gone where people climb
They can
top
cook.
up trees. Okay, they've so made everything. They can always get the gene, put it the other way, and get what they want. The way it is possible in
Mm,
genetic engineering to be able to grow a breed that you want, that's how it happens. Okay, as a purpose
mm,
coach and partly as a psychotherapist, based on what I deliver, I can tell you that there are 16 personality types. Okay, there are about
mm.
16 personality types going by MBTI. Now, in this we have what we call NTGI, EI, and all that. Now, when one of the things I do is to help you know which one is your personality. Where do you fall? There are some
Mm,
personality types that are
mm,
naturally not very creative. So I start it
okay.
from there. So the way I treat the case is not just to look at you and say, no, I start from the origin. So I help you know you, I help you dissect your personality. When by INTJ, like me, I am INTJ means I am intuitive. Okay, I am
Mm,
introverted. I'm first introverted. I am intuitive. Okay, I am thinking and I am judging. So I'm
mm.
introverted as a person. I'm not extroverted. Except these days that your
Oh,
sister has
wow, you
become
don't
an
sound
ambivert.
like that though.
That's why I said I've
You
become
don't
an
sound like
ambivert.
that. I see.
Yeah, I become an ambivert, but usually, naturally, I'm introverted. Now, I am
Mm,
intuitive. I'm someone who enjoys thinking. I can think from 6 a.m. I mean, I can think for 6 hours without talking, and I don't even feel lonely. I don't know how to feel lonely as a person. Now, these things are not just because
wow.
I'm such a good girl, I'm very disciplined. It's more of
I feel
nature,
you.
it's more of my kind of
Mm,
personality. Now,
that's so cool.
so in my long time of work, study, and experiences and testings, I've been able to learn how to nurture. When I help you find out who you are, I help you to develop innovativeness. So these things I'm saying, I'm just trying to say that you can develop it. But first is to know whether it comes to you naturally. Is it a default setting for you to be innovative? I help you find that out. Some people are innovative by nature, but they don't know. So if I help you find out and you are the type that
Mm,
are not innovative, I teach you how to be. I didn't learn to teach this from day one. Can I tell you something? It took me 7 months
please.
to be able to master
Mm,
how to help someone develop innovativeness. 7 good months.
wow.
7 good
Wow.
months. So when I had to, it wasn't here, but I had to labor, I had to subject myself to series of trainings, I have to work on a lot of things until today. The Innovators I Space, which is my online institution, one of the things we do there is that I personally, I'm the director and I lecture, I deliver most of the lectures. I help the candidates develop that for those who were not that. So you ask me what someone can do
Mm,
if they are not innovative. It can be taught, man. It can be learned.
yes.
So, but you need to meet an
Mm,
expert who knows how to do it. These things are very practical. They're not theories. It's either you know it or you don't know it. So
Or you.
that's how to get it. So the person can actually develop it. So when you develop it, you now, when you identify how to become innovative, you now adopt it. Okay, you adopt the things that you've been identified, how you can be innovative, and then you adapt to it. Do you get this? Is actually Simon Hall I'm quoting. He was one that mentioned that identification, adoption, and identification, adoption, and adaptation. That is, when you know, for example, this is how and how and how I can become innovative. Now you begin to adopt the style. It wasn't your lifestyle naturally. You begin to adopt it. By the time you
Okay.
finish adopting it, in
Until
other words, forming a habit, making it a habit.
habit of it.
Yes, you now make up your mind that I've adapted to this. I mean, it becomes your lifestyle. So people who meet you tomorrow will think you were that way. You never, the person wouldn't know that you were actually taught. And
You have to learn it.
yes, you so adapted that it now looks like part of you. Like today, I've so adapted to a bit of extroversion that I'm now an ambivert, something between introversion and extroversion. But I was naturally
Extroversion.
an introvert.
An introvert.
Yes.
Wow. I love that. I love that. So what I hear you say now is that when it comes to income growing, if you feel like you don't have the ability to identify problems and to create solution, you can go and learn how to do that. Because at the end of the day, money comes to who gives value. Money is attracted to value. So if you find yourself unable to give value, then you need to go and learn how to give value.
Yes.
And that starts from the place of knowing who you are, knowing what innate abilities you have, and knowing how that can play out in solving a particular problem that you have noticed or you have observed in the society. I love it. I love it.
Exactly.
I love it. Thank you
Exactly.
so much, Madam Rachel. Like, you are so, yes, I feel like I'm envying your students already.
It's a pleasure. I'm so happy you found my session interesting.
Yes, you are an interesting person. I remember
Thank you
watching
so
one of your
much.
videos on Head Start Africa. I couldn't stop laughing. The way you mixed fun with your lectures. I can imagine how engaged your students must be. Thank you so much. So if somebody
You're
listening to
welcome.
this podcast wants to connect with you to say, I want to know how you teach, or I want to be a part of your academy to be able to discover my purpose, how would they do that? How would we find you?
Okay, you can send me a mail, Rachael
Okay.
Onyemairo at gmail.com. Then you can follow me on social media. On Facebook, I am Rachael G Onyemairo. So I always encourage people to follow me or follow my page, because believe me, Facebook is just 5,000 and your sister has got reach 5,000 tete. So please follow my page, okay, or follow me on. If you go to my timeline, you can click the follow button, or you like my page. However, I have a Facebook community where I give a lot of values, and it's called Innovative Minds Vision Africa. There, I and other industry experts share experiences and highly innovative ideas on how you can compete globally. I am someone who believes in global relevance. I mean, enough of locality. So I
I
help
know,
you
right?
to be able to measure up with people, guys from outside there. So in the Facebook community where I run, I help you do that. So you can also follow me on Instagram
Fantastic.
at Rachael G Onyemairo, and on YouTube I have a lot of beautiful videos on YouTube. I mean, you will learn a lot watching my YouTube videos. And I am Rachael Onyemairo
I can
on
attest to
YouTube.
that. Her videos are fantastic. They're just
Oh,
so
thank
so
you.
innovate. I smell innovation all over you, because the way you just deliver your own videos is just like, who is this woman?
I mean, it's unique, right? Thank you so much. I
Yes, it is. It
appreciate it.
actually is. It actually is.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for availing your time to be here and for
Oh,
sharing your
it's my
wisdom with us.
pleasure.
All right,
It's my
guys,
pleasure.
I
All
truly
right.
hope that this session has been as interesting for you as it has been for myself and Rachel. So please, you know what to do if you want to connect with Rachel. Please follow her on Instagram or follow her Facebook. group or join her Facebook group so that you can get more access to the fantastic content that she delivers. Like I can attest to her content. Her content are mind blowing. Her
Thank you so
write-ups are, in
much.
fact, like they're like textbooks on their own. So please go follow Rachael G Onyemairo. Her
Great.
name and the links to her account would also be attached to this podcast, so you can also click on that to get to connect with her. Thank you so much for being with us here today, and I'll be back next week, which is going to be the new month. So happy new month in advance. I will see you in November.
Yeah. Bye, our
All right.
audience.
Bye.
Bye.
Now to the current affairs segment. US holds up Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala's appointment as WTO Director General. In a last-ditch move, the United States representative at the World Trade Organization took to the floor to insist that South Korea's candidate remained a contender and that Washington will not recognize Okonjo-Iweala as the consensus candidate for appointment as Director General. In response to this, the General Counsel has postponed its announcement of the new Director General until a further meeting, which is scheduled for 9th November. After the US presidential elections. You can read more on this on www.theafricareport.com. All right, guys, that will be all on today's episode. I do hope that you have enjoyed the personal finance series for this month of October. In case you missed any of the episodes, do well to go listen and catch up on all the juicy stuff we shared this month. November is just around the corner, and let me be the first to wish you a happy new month in advance. So in November, we will be featuring outstanding personalities and entrepreneurs who are doing amazing stuff and making their countries and Africa proud in their own space. So watch out for that. Till I come your way next week, which is also next month, remain amazing and happy Halloween for those who celebrate it. Remember to stay safe out there. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.